Hey, come out here. Do you know that most home invasions happen between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. during the daytime hours? I know we think that a lot of times home invasions only happen at night, but the vast majority happen during the daytime. So what would you do if you came home, you saw something just out of place? Maybe you saw a back gate open or maybe even a front door open. And for some reason, we have to now get in the house. We have to maybe protect somebody who's in there. How would you go through the house? Well, we're going to go ahead. We're going to cover that in this video right now. Now, if we do decide to go through our house, what do? Well, let's talk about a couple things. The first thing we want to talk about, what kind of gun do we use? Do we use a handgun? Do we use a shotgun? Do we use a rifle? Really, it boils down to what do you have the most training on in? You know, when we talk about clearing a room, using a handgun is something we're going to practice in this video right now because it's going to be the most common. But we first have to ask ourselves, do we even have to go through the house? Do we even have to clear rooms? You see, can we go ahead and barricade ourselves in a bedroom, call 911 and wait for the authorities to come? If we do decide to do that, make sure that when we talk to the authorities, we tell them where we're at the house and who's exactly with us and if we're armed or not. Now, if we came upon this room right here, we need to make sure that we clear it before we can go down the hallway or to the next room or things like that. When we do that, we slice the pie. That's what it's called right here. I'm gonna use the handgun and we're gonna start on this side. Let's just say this door cannot be opened. I need to make sure that I can clear it. The last thing I wanna do is just race right in the door right here and expose myself. I want to systematically go through each little slice of the room to make sure that's clear. I want minimum exposure, minimum penetration. What that means is by going through slowly, I'm exposing myself slice by slice as minimally as possible. The next thing that I want to do is make sure that I'm not penetrating the door right here. Now, as we slice the pie in this room, I'm starting from the farthest angle here so I can see right through that first corner. As I do that, I have minimal exposure, I'm not penetrating, and I am heel toeing my footwork, just step by step, all the way through, so I complete the full arc of the room right here. And I'm coming through, going all the way over to the opposite corner, and once I'm clear, then I can go ahead and enter on into the room. Once I do that and I come back out, remember, please pay attention to even rooms that or areas that we have cleared when we enter back into this area so I can go down the hallway or onto the next room.